You will be seated.
Dear Father Rector, the Vice Rector, staff, both the academic and non-academic staff, junior seminarians, our future priests to be, parents of our seminarians, members of the Apostleship for Prayers, members of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Immaculate Heart of Mary, brothers and sisters, good morning to you all. I cannot forget our beloved priest at the altar, the former Vice Rector, all those who have worked, the teachers here, priests and staff. Welcome to this, and the Reverend Dickens. You will not understand the meaning of Ezemo, not the Ezemo of the shrine, but Ezemo of the church. Father Urupabo Francis, Father Emmanuel Nyigwa, who the former Vice Rector, was there before. And I want to first congratulate and thank God for you and the Rector. Of course, you are just barely 1 year in this place. I remember you came in towards the end of the second term and into the third term. And the third term is about to end also now. And of course, each person is unique. No two persons are the same. This person comes to make his own, perform his own duty, and another person performs his own duty. The young seminarians, I remember, as you're saying, I remember my days here, that during this feast of Sacred Heart, we used to have the Mass by 4. The parents will all attend, invited guests, and then we will sing and close the Mass. After that, we will act drama, and there will be dinner before people will close. Then Monsignor, the former rectors were there, John Lolo, Father Noel Magini, and then later on, Father Monsignor John Wambu, who was the last rector here. And I remember then we used to act different books. The Gods Are Not to Blame, Gulliver's Travel, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, of course, the Much Ado About Nothing, and all other, the Marriage of Anansiwa. I'm sure that those books may not be existing now. Are you still doing them? Huh? It's outdated. No, it's not outdated. I still get used to those books, and I remember that we used to act that, especially the last one we did before I left here was The Gods Are Not to Blame. And Father Stephen Eteng was, and then the other one, The Incorrectable Judge. The Incorrectable Judge. I acted as a defense counsel. And we enjoyed then. And those of us who did literature, we used to make plenty of noise. On Saturday, during lunch. Because at lunch, on Saturday and Sunday, while they're eating, you come and ask questions. And you just quote one passage of Julius Caesar. And then say, who can? Somebody will come. And then you just be cramming. That time we're used to cramming. If you miss any sentence, you're in trouble. You just go. And then remember then, when I was more of arts, and we wrote history, and then we are doing the author of that book is KBC Onwubiko. So when they said question the fall of Ghana Empire and all other empires, and I crammed, it was 30 pages, so I took time to cram. After cramming the pages, we got to the exam hall, I photocopied them back to the teacher. And then the teacher was marking the papers. He said, come, how come word for word that I copied? That was after 2 days. They called me whether I could write back what I wrote. The luck I had was it was the last paper. And secondly, it was just a day, 2 after. If you had to be 3-4 days, maybe I would have been expelled because they would have said I did what? I copied. So they took me to the staff quarters, then the old building at the back, and I sat down in the teacher's room and I photocopied it back to them. And the teacher now came to class and said my name was KBC Onwubiko. And that for me, those days we gloried in the cramming. Those of us who did arts, even if you don't understand what you are reading, just cram and photocopy it for them and go your way. Why when we went to the biology lab and those who are doing science will say, look, you are a lay person here. They will beat us. And we'll use the science and the arts we are doing to make up for the lapses in the science, because I'm not a science student. Physics, I do not understand them. Chemistry, I don't know what language is that. And so we are using our arts, literature, history, economics, commerce to do what? To make up. And that's what everyone, you are, the strength in your own area. And that's why I said no individual is what? The same. That you are able to. And we managed ourselves. We're not much there then, or just very few persons. And out of that class, those of us who were in that class, out of that class, only about 4 of us are priests now in that class. And each time I see the junior people, the minor seminarians, I look back at our own time. Well done, you are doing well. You are singing like adults. Thank you very much for the songs you render and for all the things you do. Remember that you're not just here for learning, you are here also for moral training. Because tomorrow you're going to be leaders of tomorrow, either in the church or in the society. The Sacred Heart Feast, the solemnity of the Sacred Heart of Jesus each year is special to Catholics, including members of the Association of Sacred Heart and League and Immaculate Heart of Mary, the AOP and the association. And also very dear to the Junior Seminary because our name is Sacred Heart Seminary. Every year we gather to celebrate this feast day as a reminder of the love of God for us and how we appreciate the love. The heart of Jesus is the font of love and mercy. Jesus laid down his life for our sake. We too must lay down our life. He did not condemn sinners. He did not condemn sinful humanity, but allowed himself to be condemned, that we all might enjoy freedom or be called sons and daughters of God. That is love beyond all telling. The message of today's celebration is love and mercy. The seminary so far, my dear brothers and sisters, is very dear to the bishops, the priests and religious in the diocese. The seminary is a nursery ground, not just for academics, for morals and other aspects of training. The seminary is a nursery bed for the formation of future priests and refined gentlemen who will contribute to the society meaningfully, to the growth of the church and the society. This is why only baptized Catholic boys are admitted into the seminary. It is not like any other secondary school. Sometimes parents, we sometimes begin to question some of the things that happen in the seminary. Our seminary is a house of formation. holistic formation. This is why baptized Catholics are admitted. It is not like any other school. In the seminary, the junior seminarians are not just taught to acquire knowledge, they are formed and reformed. The confirmation to be administered in this Mass is also a reminder that what the seminary stands for, that our Catholic education prepares the individual not just for earthly realities, but also for eternal destiny in heaven. With this in mind, like Jesus, everyone is to do his part to see to the continuous realization of the objectives of the seminary. The priests and teachers are to continue to carry out their tasks in love. When you love your job, you love the students, the task of formation becomes easier and joyous. Dear friends, the junior seminarian should also love the seminary. Jesus said to us, "If you love me, you will keep my commandment." It is for your sake that the seminary exists. So listen to your priest, listen to your rector, Father Edward Pater, and his vice, your teachers, and work with them as you become future priests and responsible men in the society. The parents are also to understand that whatever principle the seminary is working with is not harmful to these children. We know what to do. The church, the Catholic education, the seminary remains the best education anywhere in the world. It is for your entire good, the good of the church, the good of the family, and the good of the society. My dear parents, you are the first teachers of these children, even before they are brought to the seminary. Gone are the days when the stubborn ones are brought to the seminary. Sometimes when, as a priest in the parish, parents will come and tell you, "Father, this my child is very stubborn. I want him to go to where? To the seminary." That time has passed. I want this child to go to the seminary. You will help them to be formed. It is also important to say that the seminary also deserves the best of your sons. Only the best is good for God. Cain and Abel. Cain gave not the best. Abel gave the best. Only the best is good, dear friends. The task of education and formation is not for the diocese and the seminary alone. Parents also have a lot to do. Many parents do not really help their children to continue the practice of the seminary life after their studies or even when they're on holidays. Some children, while on seminary, look very calm and well behaved, but as soon as they go home, they become tyrants. Their dressing will change. They will no longer go for morning mass. And the mother will say, "Leave him, he's resting. This is holiday." There is no holiday for a good Christian. Some parents are laughing already. They know that's what they do. Parents, help the seminary to help our sons, our dear seminarians. It is important for you to know that we all gather here for your sake. You are the principal formators of yourselves, because it is one thing to take a horse to the river and another thing to make the horse to drink. Allow yourselves to be taught and formed for the good of your family, the church, and the society. Make good use of the time and opportunity you have now, because you may not have that opportunity again. The soldiers pierced the side of Jesus with a loins to confirm that he was dead. Our dear sons, you are being formed that you may not continue to pierce the side of Jesus, the society, with a loins. Morality in the society is begging for life, and the ill action of the people in the society is suffocating. You cannot afford to be part of those who are killing the morality of the society and still piercing the side of Jesus. Do well to listen to your rector and teachers and your parents, and listen to the voice of one who corrects you with love. Dear children, minor seminarians, All of us, many of these priests here, went through the minor seminary here. Those days we used to be in Siwa. And then by 1981, we were asked to come here. The hostel that is turned into upstairs, we dug the foundation and they built. Then we used to have a white rector. If you fail Latin, he will give you to go and uproot the tree. If you fail 2 subjects, he will give you manual labor. And that's how we worked and became strong. You need to be strong. Do not allow yourselves to be pampered by your parents, because Nigeria is becoming difficult. And to you, the parents, learn to teach your children the right thing, not the easy way. Sometimes you see parents, we heard on the news the other last time when they wrote jam, that a father entered the hall to write jam for the child and he was caught. What was the child doing for 6 years that he cannot enter into the hall to write? That's what parents do. Sometimes we arrange special centers for our children. Luckily, there's no special center. The seminary is a center, and the WAEC is written from their head. What if anything you don't know, and you enter into the hall, you don't know it? Those days, we used to write our WAEC in Afabon, Queen of Apostles Major Seminary Afabon, Akwa Ibom State, because of the number we have here. But here we have the opportunity of writing the WAEC here, thanks to the bishops and the former rectors. I want to thank all the rectors that have worked here. They have done very well. They have contributed their own quota. I also want to thank the rector, Father Edward Pata, the current rector, and his vice, Father Paul Eyi. Is that good? They have to do their best. They have done their best. They will continue to do their best. The seminary is very neat. The altar here is neat. The seminarians are very neat, and that's credit. The spirituality, I'm sure, will grow from strength to strength. So, Father, thank you very much for all you do for bringing up the seminary and the seminarians entrusted to your care. The staff, thank you very much for coming and for all you do. And I know that Father Raf, who just turned 50 years, will celebrate for us. We're going to sing birthday for him, and then he will dance from the back to the front. And Father Raf, are you there? Good, he just turned 50 years. He joined the club. These other ones, I don't know about you, when you will turn 50. So I want to thank all of you, the parents. I know that things are difficult in terms of the school fees. Remember that the seminary collects one of the lowest school fees as a boarding house, because they have to eat, they have to do things. So please bear with us, bear with the rector, bear with the formators, and try your best. And sometimes I know it's difficult to pay fees, but just make effort. The Lord is going to be our strength. I wish to congratulate each and every one of you as we celebrate our feast. Always pray for us. Pray for the bishops. Pray for your priests. Pray for the religious. Pray for the seminary authorities. And pray for the Diocese of Port Harcourt. Do all within your power to love. Love never ends. To love means you do not count on the mistake of the past. May the Blessed Mother Mary, our mother, with the Immaculate Heart of Mary, intercede for us. And may Jesus help us. As we celebrate this feast, I wish all of you, the seminarians, happy feast day to you all. And may God bless you. Thank you, Father, for the good microphone. That's what I've noticed that. Thank you. May God bless you.